Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Bearded Tamper channel. And on this episode of Tamper Talk, I will be showing some, I was going to say handmade tampers, but they're all handmade tampers, but these are handmade tampers. I typically turn tampers on the lathe like this, and I get the cool knuckles. I'm able to do that and get them, it's perfectly round. It's on a lathe. And then I can sand it on the lathe and get it smooth as a baby's bottom. So this one is a 45 auto casing. With the, I suppose it's not just steel because it doesn't rust. Maybe stainless steel. I'm not sure. I got this casing maybe from Brandon Blue Line Piper. I'm thinking. I think that's where I got this casing from. Or maybe Eric Weaver Sea Smoke Pipes. Anyway, pretty girthy tamper. So this is a lathe turned one. I'm not sure if I've shown this one before with a dottle pick on it. And this one I'm experimenting with. I was experimenting with trying to get a casing on a deer antler, a Missouri whitetail deer antler. It didn't turn out as seamless at the joint as I wanted it to. So I don't even know if I'm going to get rid of this one. If anybody wants it, of course they can have it, but know that it's not perfect and it won't be, most certainly will not be full price. But this was an experiment and it worked for the most part, but I just gotta refine it, my first one, doing this style. Now putting it, these antler tampers are much easier. Well, I say easier. I know how to do these. I've done many of these, so no experiment here. But I put a little ring in it, dress it up a bit. It looks pretty cool. Looks nice. Very nice. Black walnut and Osage orange. And then this little fella, it's got a pretty good little bit on it. Little scoop. Love the little knot here in it. Of course, more antler than Osage orange. Osage orange, hedge apple. It's a hedge tree, and they get the the big clumps. They say you can put the hedge apples like in your basement or in your closet in the corners or anything, and it wards off spiders or insects, cockroaches, and it doesn't work. I put them in my basement, tried it. Spiders were crawling all over it. Well, not like covering it, but there was a spider on it, and I imagine it. I don't know. When I wasn't looking, more spiders were on it. It's a basement. Basements have spiders. But, and then this one, deer, the deer antler, the tip of the antler, black walnut, Osage orange. Let me see if I can get this to focus on that knot a little better. I think it's too shiny, but it's got the knot, the walnut knot. It's phenomenal. If you're looking at it and you're turning it, it looks holographic, and like three-dimensional within the wood. And then it's got, I want to say a blemish, but there's no blemishes in natural wood. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful the way that it is. Then it's got a bit of a little skirt up pretty cool. And this one is one of my favorites. The oar, I'm calling it. You know, like a boat oar. It looks great. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Osage orange, deer antler, bit of a scoop. This is this is one of my favorite ones. But pretty cool. So I take them. They're not turned on the lathe again, but you know, I assemble it, epoxy it, and you gotta let it sit for a couple days. And then I take them to the sander, to the belt disc sander combo, and I shape them from there. And it's not, I don't know, you got to have an eye, you know, for dimensions, an eye for grade. I've been told that I have an eye for grade. I used to run an excavator, a mini excavator, you know, backhoes, and whenever, you know, you dig, and then you have to make everything level again. But whenever you're digging like on a hill that's on a slanted hill, you have to make that like that again. You have to make everything flow. And it just seemed to come natural for me. But when I'd see other people do it, sometimes it didn't. It was all you know, wavy, and when I would do it, it just, I mean, it always come out, you know, looking the way it was supposed to, and it come natural to me. And there was an older man there that told me, he's like, you have an eye for grade, and he pointed out, you know, he's like, other people do it and they don't get it right, you know, because they're sitting on it. Whenever you're sitting on a machine, you can't really see, you can't get the full view. You got to kind of get off and step back and look, and then you can see everything. But that being said, you know, getting this, the dimensions, you know, the symmetry of it, the way that it's supposed to be, is kind of, a lot of times it falls in for me, and I appreciate that. That's a talent. That's a talent that comes from God. He has gifted me with, you know, certain talents, just as he has gifted you with certain talents. And as we come together and put our talents together, you know, we make a community, and one talent is to, I don't know, bust up the soil. The other talent is to plant the straight rows. You know, that way it's easier to de-weed, and everything grows equally. And then another talent is to pick it, you know, and then he just gives us these talents. Anyways, so yeah, these tampers, just kind of fall in. Love it. Love the way this one just kind of flares out just a smidge here where the scoop comes in. Anyways, thanks for stopping by for some Tamper Talk. I appreciate it. These are not on the website, so if anybody is interested, you can just contact me directly. In the comments, we can get in touch there, or at beardedtamper.com, email. But thanks for stopping by, guys. You guys have a great day. Take care.